How's it going, bros? My name is Berta, and welcome back to Slenderwoods. What's up, you guys? It's me again, and welcome back to my channel. Back at it again, another creepy video today by Snarled, and this one is called the Jinn. And predicting of this picture, I bet is about like an evil spirit or like something that is attached to her for either a long time or probably recently. I don't know. I haven't seen this before, but and why he look like Hades from God of War 3? God of War 3. I miss that game so much, dude. Kratos. I love that game. What's your favorite game? What's your favorite game? Video game? It could be anything. I love God of War. Also the fourth movie when he's old, like, gotta have a big beard, you know. But I want to play that game a little bit, but that's very it. But you know, I love the first, the second, and the third. Yep, and the fourth. And Mario games. Mario 64. Now that's my king. Anyway, without further ado, let's get right into it. She look like she had a day.
Hey, I'm Sapphire. Wanna hear something scary? The Jinn.
I need about a
The following is based on a true story submitted by Rama in Australia. Back when I was still in the 8th grade, I witnessed one of the worst things in my life. Before class, my best friend Sarah would meet me at my locker and we'd gossip and chat until first period, which we had together. And I remember this particular morning, she came up to my locker like usual, but she didn't seem like herself. I asked her if something was bothering her, but she didn't say much. She just sort of stared. I told her that if she wasn't feeling well, she should probably go home. Then the bell rang, and I began walking towards the direction of our first class, but she didn't follow me. I didn't want to be late, so I left without her. When I got to class, I told my teacher, Mr. Tamer, that Sarah wasn't feeling well and should probably go home. Sarah was his daughter. He thanked me for telling him, and just as he was about to leave the room to check on her, a booming voice came on the school intercom. Code black. I repeat, code black. We were used to lockdown drills. We had them throughout the school year, so everyone just thought it was one of those drills. And so Mr. Tamer locked our doors, and we all sat quietly in our seats. But all I could think about was Sarah. I hoped it really was just a drill and that she wasn't alone out there, in danger. Then the voice crackled again through the speakers. All of the religion teachers, please come to the office immediately. Mr. Tamer was one of them, and so he left without a word. In all of our previous drills, they'd never asked for the religious teachers before. I remember thinking it was very curious. About an hour had passed before the lockdown ended. It was definitely one of the longest ones we had. The voice on the intercom told us we were safe to move to our next period. We were all so tense and curious to find out what was going on. I remember leaving my classroom and seeing the other students pointing towards the windows. I followed their gestures and saw strange red smears on the glass. They almost looked like handprints, like someone was banging on the windows. But it didn't make sense. How could there be blood stains on every upstairs window in the building? It was so odd. The next day at school, Sarah wasn't there. I figured she probably still didn't feel well and was staying home to rest. But when I went to first period, we had a substitute teacher. Mr. Tamer didn't show up to school either. I decided that I was going to play hooky and check in on my friend. I snuck off campus and headed towards Sarah's house. When I got to the door, I rang the bell, but nobody answered. There were cars in the driveway, so I knew people were home. I rang again, still nothing. I knew Sarah's bedroom was on the ground level to the left, so I decided to go up to her window to see if I could get her attention. As I approached the window, I heard lots of shouting and loud noises. I pressed my face to the glass and saw Sarah kicking and screaming as her father shook her by the neck. I gasped loudly, and he turned his head towards me. I ran around the house and through the front door. When I opened Sarah's bedroom door, she was no longer in her father's grasp. She was on the bed, motionless. Her father was crying over her body. I knelt down next to him and cried with him. He explained that one of the teachers had found Sarah banging her head on the windows at school and smearing the blood with her hands. Sarah said she had to because the Jinn inside of her wanted to eat her blood. When the teacher tried to help her, she saw the blank, empty look in Sarah's eyes, and she knew she was far gone. I have been up all night and day praying and trying to save her, but I didn't know what I was doing. It wasn't supposed to go this far. This wasn't supposed to happen, Mr. Tamer continued through his tears. But at least now, she is at peace.
Is she? I don't know about that.
As most of us have found out the hard way, getting into debt is easy and getting out is hard, especially if your FICO score isn't great. Sky-high interest rates can make it incredibly hard.
Well, shit. Whew. Well, that took out of me. That video right there. Oh, but wait, but like, I want to know like how it started or how. Don't they have like a backstory of it, of how the Jinn is latching to her? Because that's what I'm talking about. Because he said that, you know, they said she was banging her head and whatever, and then she said she had to because the Jinn in her wanted to eat her blood or whatever. But I want to know, like, how did it start? Like, was she was born with that spirit, like, inside of her or something? Was she cursed with it, or I have no idea. That's what I want to know, though. But I can't. Just imagine having one of your best friends just when you know something's wrong with them, you know, just well, that puts me into thinking. Guys, make sure you appreciate your best friends, because you never know when you'll lose them, you know, and like, yeah. Well, that's all for today. Make sure to like, subscribe, follow me on Instagram, and I'll follow you back. I'll put a description down below if you want to. Let me know what you think about this video. Let me know what else y'all want me to do. And as of now, see you later, my little nightmares. Peace.